Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Let's Play, where things are getting more and more wild by the minute. Folks, I cannot believe how last session played out. I cannot believe what went down, and I cannot believe we actually came out on top. Most of all, I cannot believe that this is an alpha build, supposedly. Folks, I feel like I'm playing an early access build or a beta build, perhaps. Like, yes, there are some bugs and glitches here and there, but there is just so much to do and explore in a current state, and this is supposedly an alpha? What more are the devs doing? I don't know, and I apologize for all this gushing, but I'm having such a great time, folks, and if you are too, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving those likes and comments down below. As always, they let me know what people are enjoying on the channel, and they let me know what I should keep doing, what I should speed up, slow down, or otherwise tweak my approach with regards to the actual gameplay experience itself. Now, with all that said, there is a lot to do. Last session's happenings weren't just a random occurrence as much as we thought it might be. There was a lot revealed to us as far as plot threads are concerned. It seems as though the rumored heresy on Kiava Gamma, which is one of our planets, is a lot more dastardly than we'd imagined previously. So I'm curious to see where that goes, but beyond that as well, I'm curious to, yes, make progress with regards to our other planets as well. We have quite a lot on our plate. The first order of business, though, is going to be to upgrade our characters because they have all leveled up, and then we're going to leave this derelict void ship, which just so happened to line up with our overall objectives and storyline. I'm very curious to see how that plays out in the final build of the game, folks, but that's a conversation for another time, I suppose, as we deal with, yes, progression for all of our characters, at least in our party. The rogue trader, Mr. Trader himself, is going to see an upgrade to one of his skills, and we have... just to explain a little bit of how this works, as you go down your career path, you'll have opportunities to upgrade, or rather to acquire, as you saw previously, additional abilities. We'll have the option to get more talents as well, which help sort of passively bolster your capabilities. We'll also get the opportunity to upgrade our skills listed down here, and then down the line we'll also get the opportunity to upgrade our characteristics listed up over here. Every time you upgrade a skill, it gets increased by 10, and every time you increase a characteristic, it gets increased by 5. Your skills are derived from your characteristics. So for example, persuasion is derived from fellowship. So we have our fellowship of 50, and then the skill itself adds another 25 from what? Our signet ring, the fact that we have an Imperial World origin, and then a plus 10, I suppose, from prior upgrades. So that's where these numbers are derived from, and it's important to remember that this is a D100 system. It's a percentile system, so that means if we take, say, our persuasion from 75 to 85, we go from having a 75% chance of success on a roll to an 85% chance of success on a roll. Similarly, if we take the fellowship characteristic from 50 to 55, then we see a 50% chance of success become a 55% chance of success. But on top of that, we also see persuasion get that plus 5 that we put onto fellowship down to persuasion, because it is getting its base number from that stat, fellowship, from that characteristic, I should say, instead, fellowship. Now, obviously, when a check actually happens, there are modifiers, so sure, my persuasion might be at 75, but maybe I'm trying to persuade somebody who's particularly, capable at not being persuaded, and so we'll have like a negative 10 modifier or something, so it won't be a 75% chance of success, it'll be a 65% chance of success. But obviously, as you upgrade your skills or upgrade your characteristics, you're very directly improving your chances of success, when countering those kinds of modifiers and stuff like that for tests. I really like the percentile system because it's so straightforward and so clear in terms of what you're investing in at any given time, because it works on pure percentages representing your chance of success, though of course there are things like critical fails and critical successes as well. That's a conversation for another time, though. I just wanted to touch a little bit on how these upgrades work, because previously we talked about talents and abilities and skills, or rather talents and abilities, but we did not talk about skills and characteristics. So I hope you don't mind me explaining the rule set a little bit there. But with that said, why don't we go ahead and invest in commerce over here? That is also fellowship based. But what does commerce actually do? Because I don't think it's come up yet in this playthrough. We've seen other stuff come up like demolition and Medicaid and stuff, but we've not seen commerce come up. And what's funny is these tooltips are more than happy to pop up Oh, these guys as well, but the one that I wanted... Oh, there we go. I just had to goad it into popping up. So, what does Commerce actually do? This skill is used to build business ventures, negotiate contracts, and form trade networks. Yeah, I don't think we've seen that yet, but you know what? It's in character, I suppose, to have our commerce be a little bit higher. So why don't we go ahead and pump this slot into commerce, giving us an additional plus 10. If we accept that, it'll go from 60 to 70, and sure, hopefully it'll come in handy as we move further along. Maybe I would have been better off investing it elsewhere, but hey, it is what it is. And I just want to mention, by the way, we are limited in terms of what skills we can even invest in because of a couple of reasons. For one, it's a career-based system, this cRPG and the tabletop RPG as well, which means that based on the actual career paths you chose, you'll be able to upgrade different sets of skills and different sets of characteristics. Beyond that as well, and I don't know if they translated this into the cRPG, but in the tabletop RPG, you had a limit as to how many times you could upgrade a skill or a characteristic before you were maxed out, or before it became like kind of cost prohibitive because it was based on XP spend. But nonetheless, I'm curious to see which one of those and how many of those systems got translated into the cRPG, but for the time being, I just thought I'd give you a bit of an explanation as to how some of these things work as we move on to Abelard and have him upgrading down the veteran path, where he will get to now choose a talent. So again, not every career progresses in a similar way, in a similar pattern. These things are a little variable, so let's see what talent we can choose for Abelard over here. We have quite a few options. Combat Mastery does what? Killing an enemy with a melee attack makes the veteran's next ranged attack cost 1 AP less, and vice versa. Oh dang, that's actually kind of really good. Though we can't do that next attack in the same turn, so it's not like you get double attacks or anything, but that is kind of cool to see. It would assist a bit over multiple turns, I suppose. Repetition, attacking with the same weapon 3 times in a row grants a stack of right tool for the job. Cautious Combatant gives us plus 20% to dodge. It's reduced by 5% for each stack of right tool for the job. Okay, it's nice to have that extra dodge though. Hunker down while in cover from the enemy shot side. We gain plus 2 to deflection. I'm only looking at the ones that seem intriguing. I'm not going to look at every single one. Ooh, swift movements. Increases movement points of the character by 2. Have him getting in and out of combat more quickly. He currently has a chainsword. Does help to have him move quickly. His primary weapon is also an AoE weapon, so it helps to be able to get him into a into the right angle, basically. So that's not a bad call. We don't need him to have las weapon expert. Dueling mastery is good for parrying. He already has a benefit to parrying because of his chain sword, right? That gives a plus 10% to parry. This would help bolster that even further. Melt a weapons expert. Master the usage of melt a weapon. Maximal damage of all attacks with melt a weapon is increased by 4. Okay, hold on. We might go with that. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm remembering things correctly, because obviously I took a couple days away from the game, so I just need to refresh my memory a touch. Yes, that's fine. Over to Abelard. You are using, if I'm not mistaken, a Melta gun. And you're telling me I can add plus 4 to that maximum damage? Obviously, dice rolls will still play a factor there, but that's absolutely huge. Yeah, I would be a fool, I feel, not to take that. I mean, yeah, there are other options that are also quite juicy, don't get me wrong. It will not die, will increase the wounds of our character, giving him more health to survive troubling situations. We've got Nimble over here, improving our dodge capabilities, and Cautious Combatant also looks quite good. Plus 20% bonus to dodge is no joke. But up close and personal. The veteran deals plus 2 additional damage with ranged weapons against the targets in a radius of 3 cells. That's not as ideal, I would say, as the Melta Weapons expert over here. That's crazy. Maximal damage of all attacks with Melta Weapon is increased by 4. Yes, please, don't mind if I do. That sounds good to me. Melta Weapons expert, accept that. Cool. And over now to Idira next, who is our assassin, able to choose a characteristic. So here we can upgrade a characteristic to, or rather buy 5, I should say. And it looks like, I'm not sure why these guys are in yellow. It might be because fatigue has reduced these stats, and as a result of these stats being reduced, these skills have been reduced as well, because they are agility, toughness, and strength based, and strength, toughness, and agility are what get hit when a character is fatigued. By the way, on that note, I should just point out that Argenta is in a very terrible situation because she has 5 stacks of fatigued. Her strength and toughness are pitiful right now, hurting her athletics and her carouse skills as well. So, oh, and her agility is apparently pretty pretty terribly off as well, which is what's hurt her demolition ability too. So it's important to keep an eye on things like fatigued. To remove permanent fatigued effects, this character must rest at the void ship for at least 24 hours. We have not had a chance to do that, but hopefully soon. Back to Idira though, if we can, please. This is a little buggy, hence why it's the alpha version and not the actual early access version. But no, jokes aside, let's go ahead and choose a characteristic. Which one do we want to upgrade here? I mean, the ballistic skill for an assassin, that ballistic skill is really quite low, isn't it? Perception skill is quite low as well. Who is our what? I mean, perception is higher on Abelard, or equivalent, I should say. Everyone's got pretty similar perception. Looks like Pascal's is the highest perception. So, Idira, let's go ahead and bolster your ballistic skill so you're hitting more often. Again, 35 ballistic skill means a 35% chance to land a shot. There are modifiers, including range, including the type of shot you're pulling, etc., which is why we typically actually see like an 85% chance to hit. But another +5 to that is probably not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, +5 it shall be. And are we done? How do I accept that? Oh, there we go. Interesting. So again, the interface is a little buggy, sure, but we'll accept that change and get it up to 40, because it was already at 35, right? So now we're up to 40, which should help us out in combat. Over to Argenta here, our veteran. Let's get you chasing after what? Why can't we do bolt weapon expert? Current rank less than 1. Argenta, chill, calm down. Just keep stalking. the chatter needs to be adjusted, I would say. But bolt weapons expert cannot be had because current rank is not less than 1. Current rank with what? Bolt weapons? I guess, did she take on something in a previous career or something which is preventing us from taking that? Because it would have been nice. And nonetheless, it's okay. It's okay. What else do we have over here? Combat master, not necessary. Confounding strikes, not necessary. Cautious combatant, combat mastery. Ooh, killing an enemy with a melee attack makes the veteran's next range. Nah, that won't be really helpful for her, I guess. What else? Attacking with the same weapon 3 times in a row grants the veteran a stack of right tool for the job. I forget now what right tool for the job does. Can I hover over this to find out? I remember looking it up previously, but now I can't remember. I don't think it shows up in the encyclopedia. Ooh, mechanical glossary. Nope. Fair enough. I mean, she's always attacking with the same weapon, so repetition sounds like the right call on that front. But what else do we have over here? Rousing assault. I see. So right tool for the job is something that we can use for other aspects, like momentum over here. Okay, fair enough. Not necessary. Flame weapon expert. All attacks with flame weapons cost 1 AP less. Oh, that's not bad. Because she carries a flamer with her. But the spray of fire costs 2 AP if memory serves me correctly. So that's actually not a bad pick. It will not die is always funny. Could have used that during that previous engagement. Solid projectile weapon expert, melta weapon proficiency. We're okay. You know what? I'm thinking flame weapon expert is probably not a bad idea. Sure, let's go with that. Sounds good to me. Accept that. Over now to Cassia, our strategist, who can chase after her own skill. What do we want for her, though? What do we want for her? We don't need commerce on her. Tech use, lore Imperium, lore Xenos, persuasion, logic. He's not really the master of any particular skill, is she? I suppose we could have her improve her, like, lore. It does help us with, like, translating texts or understanding what we're looking at. That's not terrible. Or I could up her logic. When did we last use logic? I don't think we have. This skill is used to solve problems, decipher puzzles, operating cogitators, and deal with other situations involving demonstration and inference. I mean, that's more a Pascal kind of a thing, isn't it? Sure, why don't we go ahead and improve our lore of the Imperium here. I don't know how valuable that'll be, but I'll take it. It seems like what she's been leaning towards, and it seems fitting for Cassia. But over now to Pascal, who can improve their, characteristics. Ooh, now this is interesting. So Pascal has largely been used in range, right? Though he is more... he's much more capable in melee. And perhaps I should be considering that when I engage in battle. Sure, why don't we go ahead and improve your intelligence. I know I was talking about weapon skill there, but now that I look at intelligence a bit more, that's drawing me in, because intelligence will impact his lore of Xenos, Warp, and Imperium. It'll also influence his tech use, his Medicae, his logic. Improving his intelligence is probably the right call over here. Yeah, let's go with that. Good stuff. And as you can see, a lot of these numbers changed because the base from which they were derived changed as well. Cool. Intelligence it shall be, and that's all of our upgrades done. Excellent. Hopefully I will not regret those decisions. Let's go ahead and loot some of these bodies and then make our way off this ship. Okay. But did it have to be Pascal? Yes, because I had him selected. It's okay. Sinister Diary. This tome is full of terrifying descriptions of heretical magic experiments and twisted laws of the warp. Although it contains forbidden knowledge, to read through it is to welcome hideous visions in one's head. Grants a +6 bonus to lore warp tests and a -6 penalty to willpower tests. I mean, with the kinds of things we've been dealing with, it might not be a bad idea to have one of these on hand. Maybe, perhaps. We should keep it in our pockets where we can keep an eye on it, or in our bags where we can keep an eye on it, as opposed to in our cargo where who knows what kind of havoc it will wreak. What is this now? This cloak grants its wearer a +1 bonus to movement points as well as +1 additional action point regen, although lowering the wearer's wounds total by 3. Okay, that's not bad. Cloak of Hatred. Let's take a look at who can actually use that. Then we've got a bunch of flak chest plates, which are not going to be picked up, and a sniper rifle over here, which is similar to our existing sniper rifles, so we do not need you. Let's pack all this as cargo. And why don't we go ahead and take a look to see if there's anything else we can pick up over here. Doesn't seem to be the case. Just got a, Okay. I want to equip our new tool before we actually take this test over here. Take a look at our inventory. Now, who should carry it? I suppose Pascal. Sorry, buddy. The Sinister Diary goes in your hands because you have the best lore warp, right? Who else has a decent lore of the warp? Not you, not you, not you, not you. Not me. Cool. Pascal, I guess that'll be you, buddy. My apologies. There you go, Sinister Diary. But there's also this, +1 movement point and +1 action point regen, lowering the wearer's total wounds by 3. I mean, Abelard is the one I'm tempted to give that to because he has so many wounds. And him moving around means he can more easily position himself to fire with the Melta-gun and... or get into melee with the chainsword. The Cloak of Hatred? How's that look on him? Oh, pretty baller. You know, that doesn't look very good. It's the same cloak as the one we have? Oh, it is. No, ours is the Rogue Trader cloak. It just visually looks the same. This gives us +5 bonus to Fellowship for each enemy in a 2-cell radius. When are we using Fellowship in combat? Oh, of course, yes, when we're giving orders. That's really cool. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Neat. Now, Pascal, go ahead and run your check over here, buddy. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. The empty shell of a demonic weapon. It was this creation, a horrifying mix of real space technologies and the deranged powers of the warp, that disrupted the ship's systems and twisted the tech priest's minds. So you can no longer see the corpse over here, unfortunately, but evidently it's supposed to still be over here. Hopefully that's something they will sort out for the final build, because it would have been nice to, yes, have that giant corpse left behind over here. Nonetheless, as our rogue trader yammers on relentlessly, let's go ahead and take a look at this pile of goods over here. What do you have for us? Diagnoster. Sophisticated medical device can detect and diagnose Almost every ailment known to the Imperium of Man increases Medicaid by 10. That is a must-have, I would say. And then we've got, what, a bunch of, like, necklaces and stuff. Sure, pack as cargo. Let's go ahead and take a look at our inventory once more. Pascal, do you have room for this? Yes, let's pop this on there. We'll only put the Sinister Diary on when we deem it necessary. Otherwise, it stays in our back pocket. The Diagnostor is going to be much more helpful. If we take a look at Medicaid, it's up at 75 now. And you can see the plus 10 listed there quite nicely. Cool. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's get a move on, though. Need to leave this ship. Is there anything else that needs exploring? If we take a look at the map, we've been everywhere. We've seen everything. We've tried to break down walls that refuse to break. We've left behind some things. Well, either way, whatever we've left behind will come up when we try to leave the ship, right? Because that's how this game works, which I quite like. It's like we're not forced to poke around anything that we would have had access to. So, you know, like we don't have access to these goods, we won't actually be able to just pick them up on our way out. But everything we did have access to, we'd be able to pick up on our way out, because it just makes life easier. It just streamlines the experience, and I quite like that. Back to our void ship, though. Let's get away from this derelict hunk of junk. These unholy prayer books will be packed as cargo. We have some stub carbines, which is what we were up against last session, that I was trying to identify. We have a couple of plasma pistols, not that we need them, right? They're the same kind of plasma pistol as the one we're already packing. Some marksman rifles, they seem okay. No urgency to get them. Some carapace chest plates. Reduced armor absorption. So this isn't really worth it. Our fire blessed carapace is better, obviously, but our regular carapaces, I'm pretty sure, are just as good, if not better, too. So all this can be packed as cargo, and off we go back to our ship, away from this god-forsaken, this emperor-forsaken drifting void ship. My goodness, that was fun. That was really fun. Let's head on over to the burning world over here next. Again, do a bit of exploring and make our way over to hopefully one of our planets to solve one of the many issues that they're currently suffering from. I happen to have read about burning worlds in Pandora. It is said the fires there have been raging for close to a century, though no one knows how. How long has this one been burning? I don't know, but what was that pop-up that I missed? Was it just us gaining experience? I don't know what I missed there. I was too busy reading this because I was worried this would disappear on us, as they tend to, but apparently not. Lesson learned for next time. Oh, they do. They just stick around for quite a bit of time. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. But yes, just as a quick reminder, folks, we are currently investigating a handful of rumors, though we also have to concern ourselves with these quests about, you know, feeding footfall, reclaiming what was lost is our primary concern right now, which will have us going to Yanis, Kiavagama, and Dargonis for our agrarian, or our agri-world, I should say, for our industrial world. I was going to say forge world, but that's very much wrong. Kiavagama is our industrial world where certain heretical things seem to be happening, and Dargonis is our administrative center where we actually need to go to be crowned properly as the new head of this dynasty. But yes, our primary concern, I think, is to restore shipments from Yanis, because that would bring food supplies, you know, back in action, and it would allow us to solve the Hunger's Hand situation as well, which is about supplying Footfall with provisions from said agri-world of Yanis. But we'll have to keep going around and exploring to see where exactly Yanis actually is. But you know, on our way there, it doesn't hurt to explore around a little bit and investigate some of these other planets and systems as well. And this gas giant. Haven't come. Ooh, I was just about to say we haven't come across anything super concerning. I see what I missed earlier. Must have just been like Fire World added to Encyclopedia. Fair enough. What's this? Cargo received. Plasma batteries, plasma batteries, plasma batteries. Sounds good to me. We'll eventually, I'm sure, be able to trade that with somebody somewhere. And moving within a system looks like it doesn't actually move time forward. I wonder, oh, no, looks like it does. Okay, cool. So we are seeing some movement over here, it seems like. In this jungle world, what do we have? Anything of value? Ooh, potentially some provisions over here. Spend one, what? Action point? Day? One of these? Oh yeah, you know what? Probably one of these. Sure, go for it. I was right. We're now producing provisions. Oh, okay. This is for the production of provisions, not just the immediate acquisition. Whether made from corpse starch, plant matter, or fermented fungal mold, these rations provide colonists with sustenance needed to work for the good of the Imperium. Good stuff. What do we have here? Ho. Some frag grenades, some crack grenades. We got some medikits, and we have some bottles of Amasec as well. All right. These guys need to all get picked up, absolutely. Especially these crack grenades, they've been so handy. Medikits as well. And we'll make sure to actually assign those to people shortly as we pack these things into cargo. And then we shift on over to our inventory to make sure everyone is carrying some equipment. Let's get a frag grenade down over here. Oh, I guess I can't. Yes, I can. They're just not listed across the top. Fair enough. As long as I'm allowed to flip around here, let's get this frag grenade down over here. Wait. Oh, was that a stack of 2? I guess it must have been. Then what about over here with Argenta? You're fine as you are. Cassia, let's give you a crack grenade, sure. And let's give Pascal... Oh, he's got everything he needs. I was going to give him another medikit, but he's fine as is. Just rearrange these just to be a little bit more tidy. And we're done here. Cool. Good stuff. Let's leave this system, I suppose, and warp travel over to the next system over. I don't know where I'm headed. I don't know where I should be headed. Like, should I go to Soto's tomb? Is that where we just came from? Avioris we just did. Should I go up to Trinitos? Charting the course will cost 3 navigators insight, so let's pop a scan over here, giving us 1 navigator's insight. And can we travel here now? Oh, we can. Oh, okay, right, because the scan charting the course allows us to chart a course to a direct location. Otherwise, a scan will allow us to chart courses close to us. Okay. Trinitos warp travel is an option. Callous Epsilon. I wish I knew which system I actually needed to go to. Rather dangerous warp route over here. Omicron is not easily accessible. Trinitos is... I'm tempted to go up... Oh, I just realized what that's an illustration of. Ooh. That's very tempting. That's very tempting. Up first to Trinitos. As excited as I was to explore the Cradle of Kepri, it seems that'll have to wait. So to Trinitos we go, and hopefully this will hold some answers for us. Ooh, what now? Another relative day aboard the void ship has come to an end. The Lord Captain, having given his final orders for the day, retired to his chambers for some divine rest. However, the rogue trader's slumber was disturbed by horrific nightmares plaguing his mind. Fate wrenched the Lord Captain out of the clutches of these agonizing warp dreams, only for him to witness the nightmares seeping through the flimsy membrane of the Geller field and taking physical shape in the ship's sanctum sanctorum. To battle. Oh, goddamn. So warp travel is never safe. There's always the possibility of the Geller fields failing or being overpowered, and for the various demonic entities waiting in the warp to sort of translate into real space on board the ship and cause us trouble like this. So it seems as though we're going to see an onboard battle now while we're traveling through the warp. Interesting. Okay, it's just us, or is this not? I don't know if this is a random event, if this can happen frequently, or if this is like a story event happening because of a certain level of progression or something. Oh, hello. Lower deck rabble, lower deck rabble. I feel like I'm seeing what I shouldn't be able to see. Demonette. What? Oh, man. All right. SLAANESH in the house. Okay, fair enough. So we got a Demonette over there. We got a couple of lower deck rabble up over here. 8 HP each. And down over here you have 32 HP. My goodness. Can I hit you? I cannot hit you. Can I? How far can I? Okay, so we're in free movement right now. Can I? Oh, these guys, they disappeared. Can't see them anymore. Oh, that's very spooky. That's very spooky. Can I hit you? I can't hit you. I don't have a line of sight. I've got a wall over here. Do I just kind of move forward until I trigger a battle? Ooh. Let's not. How many people are we up against all on our own? Can I hit you? No, we do not have line of sight. Okay. Oh, here we go. What the? Oh, there's another Demonette right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're up against a lot, folks. We got a Demonette here. We got a Demonette down over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lower deck rabble, and maybe even more lurking in the shadows. I was not expecting that reveal. Okay, they haven't spotted us yet, so we do have the opportunity to pop a plasma overcharge over here, maybe to hurt this lower deck rabble and this Demonette alike. and at least get things off to a good start. I don't see enemies clumped up anywhere else. I mean, I guess these guys back over here. I don't know if our shot's going to do enough damage to both of them. Oh, this is scary. But it's time to pull the trigger, I think. Plasma overcharge. Lay it down over here. What if I do it up over here? Yeah, I could potentially kill both of them. Is that more valuable than killing both of these guys? Or killing one of them and hurting the other? I don't know. Let's go for the double kill. And kick this battle off.
Already done.
Nice. Alright. Everyone's rolled initiative. It's me against the world over here. We got 1 demonette, 2 demonette, 3 demonettes. We got a possessed technomat. We got this lower deck rabble up over there who didn't die, unfortunately, so maybe I would have been better off firing down over here instead. We got this lower deck. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? What is going on here? And what is the little arrow markers next to there? This is ridiculous. You can't be serious, game. Fortunately, quite a few of them are far away, so as long as I eliminate the guys that are closest to us quickly, I should be able to take them all on as they come through sort of wave after wave. I guess that's how this plays out. We do have a crack grenade. We have a frag grenade as well. Could potentially kill both of these guys. My plasma overcharge is not available because it has a cooldown, obviously. Fair enough. There's the monofilament grenade as well, which causes less damage and less penetration as well. So the frag is actually better. I can kill both of these guys. Who goes next? What is this fight? This is ridiculous. Demonette, demonette, demonette. Technomat, lower deck rabble. I mean, hell, everybody goes before we go next. So, what difference does it make who we kill as long as we kill somebody? Sure, let's get rid of these 2 lower deck rabble and deal with this demonette over here. That's a lot of damage, though. Huh. Oh, I actually don't even have line of sight down here. God damn it. I could move, I suppose, but which way do I move? There's no cover up over there. There's no... Don't want to end up exposed. If I come back to here, can I throw the grenade as far? No, I can't. What if I come over to here, pull back away from the demonettes and their seemingly melee-only capabilities, I assume? Not an option there either. This is like I'm at the perfect spot to throw a grenade from. If I pull back a little bit, toss a grenade. Don't have reach. Okay, here's what we'll do. Back to here, perhaps? Nope. Oh, I guess I can't move back at all if I want to hit both of these guys. Fair enough. Here it is. Let's go for it. Toss that grenade. Get some decent damage done, it looks like. Yes, excellent. Good stuff. Would have loved a Righteous Fury there, but no such luck. What else can I actually do? Voice of Command, Kill Zone Stratagem. That wouldn't have been helpful because it only increases hit chances. So whatever, that doesn't really matter. And I guess we end our turn here and hold our chainsword at the ready. My goodness. Here goes nothing. Demonette number 1 making her way up. Hitting us with Aura of Elation and causing some damage. Aura of Elation. Was a fortitude check, apparently. These demonettes, they can move pretty quickly. No surprise there. Aura of Elation, what do you do? Are you for real? Negative 10 to weapon skill, negative 10 to ballistic skill, and negative 1 AP for each stack? That's crazy. Okay. We got to make sure they don't stack up too high as these guys move closer and closer. Fortunately, the lower deck rabble move extremely slowly as predicted. Unfortunately, a lot of them have ranged weapons, but fortunately further still, they seem to be pretty bad with them, so that's good at least. A couple of clumps forming. All these shots are missing, though, which is good to see. What actually gets rid of Aura of Elation? I do not know. Is it just a matter of time? 1 round, it says, yeah. Oh, damn, that guy didn't miss from point blank. Fair enough, fair enough. This guy back over here, you're going to miss? No, you're going to throw a grenade. The hell kind of grenade is that? What are you doing here? Hey, Abelard. Okay, cool. I get it. That's pretty cool. So I guess our reinforcements are going to arrive one at a time based on maybe initiative they've rolled elsewhere. But that's kind of cool. It's like they're responding to the gunshots and the sounds of violence down over here, as our rogue trader has been hit now by 2 stacks of Aura of Elation, one of them lasting 2 rounds, one of them lasting 1 round. So was this a grenade that actually hit us with the Aura of Elation? Is that what's going on? I don't know, but what I do know is our stats are pitiful right now. I can toss a grenade over here, perhaps. Oh, damn. How do I want to do this? Who moves next? Does Abelard move next? Yes. Abelard moves next, but he's going to be too busy down over here, right? He's got plenty of enemies to take care of. My goodness, that's a lot to deal with. And we're kind of isolated over here. We can't move because the Demonette will get an attack of opportunity. We could potentially slash. We could take the Thunder Hammer out and go with a Thunder Slam and hit both of them. But unless we get Righteous Fury, we won't eliminate anybody. Worth a shot. What else are we going to do? Toss a grenade and kill only one individual? Let's see real quick. If we do want to toss a grenade. Oh, we kill two. Oh, that's not bad, actually. We would kill two. That's not bad. If I toss it down over here, or if I toss it here, we would... yeah, okay, that's the right call. I'm glad I checked. Let's toss this grenade over here. Take a hit. That's fine. In goes the grenade. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. It had to scatter. Are you for real right now, game? It had to scatter? Are you for real? Okay, Abelard, you're up, buddy. We might lose the Rogue Trader here. Again, fortunately, they'll be back up and running in no time after the fighting's actually done. But, gotta make it to the end of the fighting. Ooh, that's not bad. We'd be able to kill all three of these lower deck rabble. If I come over to here and I fire from this angle, we'd be able to kill these three guys. But then these guys would be out of reach if they rush the Rogue Trader, which would be rather troubling for us. Can I fire the Melta Scorching from over here? Yes, I can. Oh, I could hit that Demonette pretty hard, eh? Dang. Probably not a terrible idea. I wish this weapon was had just a little bit more range on it. We do have our grenade we can throw as well. Not nearly as far as our Melta shot would reach. So sure, let's go for it. Let's use Melta Scorching, hit the Demonette, kill these two lower deck rabble and possessed Technomat individuals, and take the brunt of these guys, I guess, as they turn around to face me, I imagine. Fire away, let's do it. Up goes Abelard. Good stuff. Are you for real? Only 7 damage. So they managed to dodge, I guess? Or otherwise, yeah, we partly hit the Demonette. That's such a bummer. God damn. Okay, we could use Taunting Scream if we wanted to draw people's attention to us and protect the Rogue Trader. Probably not a terrible idea, because then apart from just doing that, which has worked tremendously, we can also use Endure to try and keep ourselves alive here. Alright, good stuff. Let's end the turn there and hope that the Rogue Trader actually survives here. Dodge that. In comes another Demonette. In comes another stack of Aura of Elation, but that Demonette actually missed, or rather, they hit, we dodged. Abelard over here took a hit. We're okay, but he's coming up, firing some shots. That caused friendly fire, actually. Dealt 4 damage to the Demonette, 0 damage to Abelard. Good stuff. Down over here. Of course, the enemy gets Righteous Fury on us. God damn. Guy missed. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Buddy over here is going to pop a shot. He's going to miss. Good. When they do hit, they get Righteous Fury, because that's my luck. Alright, he's going to turn around and... miss. Okay, and... damn it. Not a lot of damage, but every little bit counts. Are you for real? Righteous Fury again. Rogue Trader's gonna go down. Down he goes. Not much we could have done there. Fair enough. Fair enough. But who is joining next? It is Idira. Alright, cool. I like this. This is pretty cool. Where did Idira end up? I don't see her. And she doesn't move until the end? Oh, Idira is actually stacked on top of Abelard. Well, that's obviously a bug, but not the end of the world. What can we do here? Not much. Not much. I suppose I can switch to my chain sword. I could try popping shots with my auto pistol here. Won't do much damage, but if I get lucky, I could try and charge, though I don't think I have the necessary gap between me and my potential target to do that, so that's not a good idea. Alternatively, I can slash, which would allow nothing. I was hoping I could at least, hurt more than just one individual. It does do a lot of damage to the Demonette. We do have Aura of Elation active on us right now, so that is affecting us quite a bit. But the Demonette might dodge as well. 26% chance to dodge? God damn. Go with this kind of burst fire instead. Maybe get lucky and kill a bunch of them. God, okay, worth a shot. Let's go for it. Fire away. Come on. Alright, sure, one at a time works for me too. Getting some damage out there. Nice, one down. Some good hits on the Demonette as well, actually. I don't mind that. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let's go ahead and pop another Endure. Try and keep ourselves alive. And there are no action points left over, so not much else we can do. Next turn, though, I might use Forceful Strike to drop the Demonette with the help of our Slash or our Strike. That might be the right call, but let's see what they do first as they turn all their attention to this side now, obviously. Frenzy, what does that do? Heals Demonette for 10 hit points. Are you... Bro. Please, no. Wait, did they both heal? Did both the damaged Demonettes heal up there? I think so. Alright, so lesson learned. If we cause damage to a Demonette, we have to actually finish them off before they max their health out. What are you going to do? Miss? Sounds good. Idira will be up soon. Oh, that's not ideal. Idira will be up soon, and who comes next is maybe the more important question, as Abelard takes another hit there. Slowly chipping away at us. Oh, what a beautiful sight for a grenade. If only. I don't know what Idira has, or if she'll even be able to toss the grenade. She's right next to the Demonette too. Why would you arrive and station yourself right next to an enemy who has something like Aura of Elation? Now we've got our Lightning Arc. Oh, are you for real? We're just too far away. This would have been such a beautiful spot to land it. Can I can't get closer. I can't get closer. That's such a joke. That's such a joke. This is such terrible placement for a character who has the abilities that Idira does, and the weapons that Idira does. I'm gonna guess we can get our chainsword out and try to strike over here without moving, because I don't want the attack of opportunity, obviously. What does that do? 74% chance to hit. What value does it add? What about the grenade? Can I toss the grenade? God damn it! Come on, game. Doing me dirty like this. A real dirty game. I suppose I could toss it up there, hurt that Demonette, get rid of these two lower deck rabble, wait for the other guys to get closer. And I really can't toss this grenade anywhere else, eh? And again, here we're hoping that it doesn't scatter in the wrong direction. Abelard goes next, so I almost wonder if I don't want to soften this Demonette up and then finish her off with Abelard before paying attention elsewhere. Alright, if I try the pistol burst in this general direction, maybe that'll do the trick? Nah, that's relying too much on variables. Let's use the grenade. Use the grenade down over here to get rid of this guy and hurt this Demonette. Please don't scatter. Please, for the love of God, don't scatter. Missed. Good stuff. Thank God. That looked like it scattered, but it didn't. We actually got the kill and got a lot of damage on this Demonette too. That's excellent. No need to trigger extermination mark or anything. We could, I suppose, study defenses. Sure. I guess we could do that against you. No, we don't have line of sight or anything, I guess. We could use Foreboding instead. Psyker is able to see possible outcomes and potential dangers. The timely predictions from the Psychers increase the target's dodge and parry by 10 plus 4 times Psy rating percentage. That's not bad. Sure, why not? Why don't we go ahead and do that for Abelard? Good dodge there. I'm surprised she's able to dodge so efficiently, but end our turn there. And good stuff. Argenta arrives next and also decides to stand next to the Demonette. What kind of stupidity is this? Abelard, you're up next. Let's go ahead and... Do I want... I guess I can't use these weapons when engaged in melee, right? Because they're too big. You can only use melee weapons or pistols when you're engaged in melee, which is fine by me. I suppose I could try slashing. I can't hit both of them, unfortunately. And I can't move any closer either, so I guess it'll just be a regular strike over here. No need for our forceful strike. This is going to be a kill shot, hopefully. 74% chance to land it. Come on, baby. Down you go. Excellent. And then we can go ahead and do what? Nothing. Oh, I guess we could charge. Nah. No clean angles, unfortunately. We can't move unless I pop one of these onslaughts, which might not be a terrible idea, actually. Reduces weapon skill, ballista skill, and perception by 15 for 1 turn. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't think it is. Who goes next? These demonettes, they go next? Okay, fair enough. So everybody goes next, and then it's Idira, and then it's Argenta. Okay. Okay, you know what? In that case, let's try it. Let's pop this Onslaught. Let's try and get up to here. And we're out of action points to actually charge. But that's okay, because if we're not going to get up to here, we can at least get back and not be so close to Argenta, such that a demonette who stands here will hit us both with Aura of Elation, right? So let's go ahead and pull Abelard back to, say, here in cover. Nah, that's still too close. Here, then, and he'll be able to get involved afterwards next turn when he moves and shoots or something like that. Sure, sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and move you over to there. Drop our stats needlessly, but at least get that cover. End our turn. Let's see what these bad guys do now. In comes the Demonette. In comes the Aura of Elation. It's going to hurt both of us. In comes another stack of Aura of Elation, but we're going to dodge that time. Good stuff, Argenta. Again, caught in point-blank range. Is our bolter a pistol? Ooh, that's good. They missed. And these guys are focusing hard, eh? Come on, come on. All right, good. They're not focusing. Okay, good stuff. Oh, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. Managed to dodge that one. Good stuff. Dodge that one too. Well, didn't need to. They just straight up missed. And now they're starting to spread out, unfortunately. Idira, if I could just get her lightning shot out there, her lightning arc or whatever it's called, it would have been glorious. It would have been glorious. And here comes another grenade. What does this do? It looks like it's another stack of Aura of Elation. This is really not ideal. It affects our action points as well. -1 AP for each stack. And that's why we don't have access to our lightning arc anymore. Anyway, we could do our pistol burst over here. Right, try and get some damage done. I don't think we can use our sniper rifle. No, we can't. We could also instead use our chain sword, I suppose. Or we could toss another grenade. Yeah, I think it's going to be the grenade. Friendly fire if we toss it there. Argenta will be fine, right? Yeah, Argenta will be fine. Maybe she'll even dodge. Maybe she'll pull back. Yeah, let's go for it. Please don't scatter. Dodge that hit, and nice. Very nice. Now, Argenta did take a bit of damage there, but it's not the end of the world. It is the end of Idira's turn, though, as Argenta, with 3 stacks of Aura of Elation, is not able to do anything. Not anything of value, because that bolter is a regular bolter. It is not a pistol. God damn. Now, I could do shot on the run, which should allow me to pull back, potentially dodge, and then fire with a burst fire, right? Because we'd still have that AP left. No, we wouldn't. We'd still be able to do our single shot, though. God damn. We could use Second Wind to immediately gain an additional action point. All right, let's try and move away. We'll eat some attacks of opportunity, right? We'll dodge one of them, but get hit with Righteous Fury on the other. Fair enough. We can go ahead and use Second Wind. God damn. Okay, Second Wind, which will then allow us to use our Burst Fire in this general direction, and hopefully we'll hit a bunch of the enemy. Let's jeez, let's go for it. Nice! Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We dropped that Demonette, and up over here, I think we killed 1 or 2? I think we killed 2. Alright, good stuff, Argenta. Now you just gotta survive. Abelard goes next, so he should be able to wipe out this Demonette, which is promising. We'll see what else we can get done. Oh, good, more reinforcements. Oh, both of them at the same time now. Both diving into this glass. Come on, man. Come on. Are you for real? It would be so simple, so easy for you not to just step into that mess. God damn it. Okay, it is what it is. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We got this Demonette locked down. I wonder if... Who moves next? Pascal moves next. Okay. So what if I step up to here and switch to our Melta, right? And pop that Melta Scorching up over here instead. Kill 2. Kill 2. Most we can kill, it seems as though, is 2. If I do creep up, there'd be an attack of opportunity, but I just want to see... Ah, yes, we'd be able to kill 3. Yeah, you know what? Worth a shot. Let's go for it. Oh, unavailable. Why? Is it actually no line of sight? Ah, alright, fair enough. In that case, let's step up to here and pop one of these shots that we can pop. There's only one, so that makes decision making a lot easier. Up over here, let's go for it. Good stuff. Wrecked. Love it. Are we done here? I think we are. We could pop Endure because it's a good idea to keep ourselves alive. And let's end your turn there as Pascal takes over to squash this demonette. Yeah, let's go ahead and use our strike there. Should cause enough damage. Alternatively, we could use our manipulator push. Deals weapon skill plus intelligence bonus of damage with penetration equivalent to our perception bonus. No, that's not enough to actually kill them. All right, fair enough. Let's go with the strike then. The only reason I was thinking about using manipulator push is because it would not eat up one of our action points, leaving it free for the toss of a. Sorry, it would eat up our action points, but it wouldn't eat up our ability to attack, leaving us the option to toss a grenade or use our shots elsewhere. But that doesn't seem to be an option, or it doesn't seem to be a good enough option. 10 damage. Goddamn, so close, so close. All right, I'll take the regular strike and finish this demonette off as long as we land the hit, obviously. Let's go for it. Come on. Down you go, Righteous Fury on top of everything else. I'll take it. And let's go ahead and do what? Steady defenses, irrelevant. Extermination mark, sure. Any one of you guys worth it? Not really. Whatever. It's something to do, I suppose. And we could also machine spirit communication to bolster all of our weapons. Argenta, please don't drop. The more I can keep alive, the happier I'll be. Even though, yes, they get replenished immediately after combat, it's nice when you don't have people get dropped. Good stuff. We okay? Still okay. We dodged one. Other one missed. This guy's coming through. And he's going to miss too. Excellent. Another miss. Lower deck rabble, or really quite rabble. Where did that damage come from? Oh, it's from this this toxic plume, I guess. Nonetheless, let's move on up with Adira and use her lightning arc to hopefully obliterate everyone that's left. Let's go for it. Beautiful. That was amazing. Holy, that was wild. That was wild. Took a little bit of damage there because of the plume that was still active. Rogue Trader is back up. Yes, he is. My goodness. Let's go ahead and see what kind of loot these guys have left behind. Quite a bit. Scrap chainmail. That's going to be useless. Is this all scrap chainmail? Yeah, it looks like this is all the same stuff. Fair enough, fair enough. We got an auto pistol here, irrelevant to us. Some flak armor. A bunch of stub revolvers. These are also irrelevant to us. Okay, fair enough. Pack it all as cargo, I suppose. Sure. Alright, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a scripted moment or if it was because we were going through rather, dangerous space, doing dangerous warp travel. But that was pretty cool. Pack all this as cargo as well. I mean, hey, if nothing else, we got some XP and a bunch of cargo to trade as well, right? Man, our ship is sick. Pretty dope office we have here. What else do we got? Nothing impressive. Cool. Pack it all as cargo. I was expecting or hoping for something a little bit cooler from the Demonettes or something, maybe. Ooh. Baller. That's baller. Alright, cool. Let's make our way to the Cronus Expanse map. Okay, I was wondering, like, how do we actually end this battle sequence? And I guess we head to the map. Wow, alright, that was dope. I was a little nervous there at the beginning, but it's pretty cool to see reinforcements arrive, round after round. That was pretty cool. Well, let's go ahead and visit this uncharted system. Yes, please. And see what it might hold. At least one named planet and an unknown ship. Unknown ships up over here as well. Could be pirates. Let's head on over to the worlds first, and then we'll deal with the ships later, I think. If we can make it over without being intercepted, and that seems to be the case. Cool. This desert world over here, let's scan it. See what you have to offer, if anything. Just some XP. I mean, I'll take it gladly. Nothing else? Nothing else. Fair enough. Down to this burning world, then. See what you've got for us. Hopefully something. Just some XP, it looks like. Alright, fair enough. This is the trouble with these kinds of mechanics, is a lot of the time you end up with a lot of nothing to do, basically. Or like you go from place to place without any actual results. And so it feels like maybe you're wasting time. Should you invest so much in scanning? What is this now? A natural accumulation of irregularities on a solid planetary surface has been detected. Probability of occurrence of natural materials high. And yet, for some reason, we're not able to tap into them. It says no resources. What does that mean? Alright, fair enough. It is what it is. Over to Foulstone, and then we'll check out these unknown ships. They worry me a little bit, because I don't like those shapes. They don't look Imperial. Over to Foulstone, though. Go ahead and begin our scan. And this one's already got a name, so it's got to have something here, right? What is this? Lord Captain, we have received a transmission from Foulstone. It was sent by members of the Order of the Hammer, votaries of Saint Cognatius, whose monastery is the only settlement on the planet. Very well. Or rather, it used to be. Some time ago, a transport vessel, the Navica, unloaded several thousand refugees from a planet belonging to rogue trader Winterscale. The Order of the Hammer has judged this invasion to be an act of aggression and is asking for your lordship's protection. Oh, hello. Going toe-to-toe with another rogue trader. Winterscale's empire is massive, so this is an interesting one. We will not abandon people of faith in distress. Prepare a landing party and my shuttle. I'm taking the monastery under my protection. I like that. Those people are victims, not invaders. Prepare my shuttle. I shall head to the planet and resolve this conflict, or this is of no interest to me. Ignore the transmission. No. I will not abandon people of faith in distress. Prepare a landing party and my shuttle. I'm taking the monastery under my protection. The Emperor wills it. As it pleases your lordship. Alright, well, this is kind of cool. What is this? A whole different kind of engagement, I suppose, with some beautiful artwork. Alright, Sector, Cronus Expanse. Region, Assessor System. Location, Monastery of St. Cognatius, Foulstone. Material, chronicle compiled by the humble archivist, Brother Petricos. 611 days after the feast of the passing of Nicomedes Keefe, the champion of faith, disquietude marred the calm of the monastery of the Order of the Hammer. Countless tortured souls steeped in fear arrived on Foulstone in a starbark. I read that as Star Barbecue. A great apostasy had befallen their home and turned them into abject wanderers seeking help and refuge. Their wicked and cruel captain, the owner of the Navica, had betrayed them. Once the unknowing souls in his care had made landfall on the world's surface, he most deviously recalled his shuttles and left, thus ridding himself of his duty of care to the unfortunate lot. Not knowing how they would survive in Foulstone's grim wastelands, the forsaken people came to the monastery of St. Cognatius, and there they surrounded its walls. They hammered their fists on its gate and implored and wailed, "Take us in! Protect us!" And what once was a place of serenity and grace was now full of din, disorder, and all manner of things despicable. The interlopers brought with them worldly futility and strife, and mayhaps also the seeds of alluring blasphemies, if fiendly heathens lurked in their midst. After a prayer, the prelate Hectarchius, these names, man, turned his eye to the past in search of instruction, appealed to the great wisdom of St. Cognatius, ordered that lethal force be used against the interlopers, or welcomed the interlopers warmly as his guests. So we're writing what happened before we actually make landfall? Is that how I'm to interpret this? We could say that he appealed to the great wisdom of St. Cognatius. While deep in prayer, there came to him a revelation that St. Cognatius, a man of great endeavors, a warrior and a wise artificer, never cowered behind the walls of a librarium, but stepped bravely into the darkness, carrying light in the palm of his hand, and he commanded others to do the same. And not only Foulstone, but many other worlds of the Cronus Expanse bear its imprint. After a prayer, the prelate Hectarchius turned his eye to the past in search of instruction. Prelate Hectarchius recalled the first missionaries to set foot on Foulstone's vast wasteland, led by their zeal for serving St. Cognatius. And those missionaries had received the blessing of Nicomedes Keefe, the champion of faith who had traveled with them in their starbark, to found in this place a humble and pure abode wherein to cultivate wisdom and piety. How bravely the brethren and sisters of the Order of the Hammer set out for other planets when summoned thereto by their faith, and how steadfastly they kept worldly things beyond the walls of their secluded abode. For thus their covenant commanded. After another prayer, the prelate Hectarchius ordered lethal force be used against the interlopers or welcomed them warmly as his guests. Why is this my decision to make? What did this man do? There is chance of heresy among them. Right? That's what he said himself. That's what these books said, at least. And so, it is best to be safe. Order that lethal force be used against the interlopers. The brethren and sisters of the Order of the Hammer donned their flak cowls, inscribed words of praise to the God Emperor on their tactical visors, and went forth to render service in battle. With las guns and bolters they pierced the interlopers, with their great chain swords and power flails they struck them, and a great and bloody harvest was reaped that day. But the interlopers too, scant though their armament was, and scanter their skill in battle, slew many among the monastery's dwellers, for great were their numbers, and greater their desperation. A quarrel broke out. The hungry and the sick laid siege to the monastery, begging for help. In their spite, they blocked the water collector and unpowered the generatorium. The faithful, in the meantime, made ready to resist. And a miracle came to pass. The God Emperor sent his champion, his confidant, his right hand, the rogue trader of the blessed House von Valancius. May the light of his grace remain upon it forever. The blessed rogue trader summoned Prelate Hectarchius and the leaders of the interlopers to hold each to account for their deeds, commanded his formidable boarding force to fall upon the interlopers and slay as many as could be slain, extended a veil of protection over the interlopers, taking them into his care and thereby of all Foulstone with them, or cast a contemptuous eye over the aftermath of the bloodshed, and departed with words of abuse and reproach. I mean, again, when we arrived here, I thought the interlopers were definitely bad people. Now I've got, more information and some mixed messaging, but I guess I gotta hold fast to my initial convictions, and so I will command my formidable boarding force to fall upon the interlopers and slay as many as can be slain. And there was a great battle, and the accursed miscreants lost their lives in great numbers, and the rest fled swiftly to the wastelands there to hide in fear. And Prelate Hectarchius sent a vox transmission to the rogue trader beseeching, "Destroy us not, but extend a hand of protection over us, for these wicked people will return to exact their vengeance." The most exalted rogue trader gazed over Foulstone's expanses and quoth, "Now 'tis mine." Quoth, his gaze darkened, "This world could be mine, but 'tis not to be. Fare ye well, for I depart. No, I will extend my protection to Foulstone. Now 'tis mine." The trade empire is strong as long as its growing, stable-stated domains inevitably begin to crumble. By claiming a new planet as his property, we did something. Cool, I'll take a look at that later. And the faithful rejoiced, for henceforth they would have an unwavering and mighty guardian, and they proclaimed it for all to hear. Singing hymns of glory, they unsealed the airlocks and opened the abode's gates, for a great endeavor in the glorious name of the rogue trader awaited them. Foulstone was to be led to prosperity and faith to triumph. After a prayer, the architects set to work. In accordance with the saints' teachings and the parameters set forth in the standard template construct, they erected spacious living quarters and sturdy fort walls for the planetary militia, and a spacious auditorium wherein to trade and store goods, and a proud censorum within whose walls clerks and servo bondsmen would maintain order and keep statistical records. And a new yet righteous way of life came to Foulstone, and the people rejoiced, and all was good. Well, that was an interesting engagement, let's call it. But we do now have a colony on Foulstone, with a project list and no available projects, no efficiency, no contentment, and no security either. Quite curious to see how this actually develops on what looks like a rather horrendous planet, and I'm also quite curious to see what that journal entry actually was. Wasn't a rumor. Was it a quest? I don't think so. Yeah, not sure exactly what that pop-up was, but hey, it was about expanding our realm and our domain and expand our domain, we have done. Foulstone is now ours. All right, cool to see. But next we have to deal with the unknown ships here and here before we continue our quest for Yanis. All that and more is to happen next time. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. Bit of a mixed bag of opportunities explored today. Quite interesting to see some of these mechanics and how much deeper they actually go than I initially anticipated. But yeah, I'm curious to see, just how much we can do next session. I hope you enjoyed this one, though, folks. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, makes a very big difference in just letting me know what people are enjoying and watching on the channel. As always, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.